My name is Deborah Williford, and I'm Dr. Troglin's ministry assistant here at First Baptist. I can't remember a time when I wasn't part of church. My mother thought that if the doors of the church were open, you were supposed to be there, and that's pretty much the adage we live by. I don't know that I really appreciated church until recently as an adult, just what a church meant in my life. My family and I joined First Baptist in 2002. We moved to town from Titus after 25 years of living in the country, and several people told me that we might not like First Baptist because it was a lot different than a country church. But from the very moment that we came to First Baptist, we were welcomed with open arms, and it just felt like home. It felt like a place we needed to be. Once here, we got involved in bridge groups. My husband and I, he was a part of the E.L. Clark class of men, and I joined the Gleaners, which I now teach. Bridge groups have been really an important part of our church experience as well. It's there that you really feel like family. It's where you get to know people, and they care about you, they're concerned about you, and they're just family. That's all I can say about our bridge groups. I retired from teaching at the high school in 2002 and went to work for several years for the Baptist Foundation of Alabama. And then I retired again in 2010 so I could hunt and fish with my husband. I believe it was 2014. I was asked if I could fill in sometimes when our church ministry assistant was out, and I gladly did that. I thought it was a good way to be involved in church. Then in 2015, I believe it was, Heather, our ministry assistant then, got the opportunity for another job and decided to leave First Baptist, and Doc asked me if I would fill in part-time until we could find a new ministry assistant, and I'm still here. So I guess I'm still filling in part-time, but it's really a job, and it's meant so much in my life. In July of 2016, Richard, my husband, passed away, and since that time I've said that God knew I was going to need this job and I was going to need this church, and He put both in my life so that I have to get up and be a part of something bigger than I am every day. You know, when you grieve, it is easy to, I just get in the closet, in the back of the closet, and close the door and stay there. But the blessing to me is that my church won't let me do that. They call me out every day, and I do feel like it's a blessing and a gift from God that I have this job and I get to interact with the people that I do. This church is one of the most loving groups of people that I've ever known. They reach out to you in all kinds of situations. They're always there to encourage, to pick you up, to help you out in any way. I've still had men from Rick's Bridge Group come and cut down trees and fix doorbells and just whatever I need. And of course the ladies in my class are the most wonderful people I know. They're truly God's disciples, and in all that they do, and they build you up. My church was there again for me last May when I lost my mother. She had a stroke in February and was very ill for about 2 months before she passed away. And during that time, I can't tell you how many people came to help care for her, just came and visited and just let them know that they loved her. And that was such a blessing, because when she first came here in 2005, she had told me, she said, I don't know if I can ever love a church like she did her home church in Brundage. And then shortly before she died, she said, I really love First Baptist, and I love the people there. So they made a difference in her life, which made a difference in my life. First Baptist has the kindest heart and the most caring people I've ever known. It's not just four walls or a roof. The church is its people. And it just means so much to me to walk through the halls and hear someone say, I'm praying for you. Even there's nothing going on in my life or the life of those around us. We have people every day that tell us, I'm praying for you, I'm praying for you, and that is so much. Like I say, the church is the heart of the people, and I believe this church has the biggest heart of any I've ever known. I'm Deborah Williford, and I love my church.